Welcome. My name is Drake, and this is Touching the Edge. Let's ring the bell. Here we go. Listen carefully. Let's take a nice breath in. Big sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal. Eyes opening. You know, this channel is called Touching the Edge because there's something exhilarating about touching the edge of our limitation. There's something about touching the edge of our limitation that's related to thriving. When we are at the edge of our limitation, we are at that point that we can go beyond those perceived limits of who we think we are. So I'm asking you to choose to thrive right now in your life. Activate a process that is about you moving towards a positive outcome rather than always focusing on negativity or anger towards someone else. You know, I am not saying we shouldn't set limits, but we're not going to get to a positive place by focusing on a negative place. And so I'm asking that you really choose to thrive in this time. And there are many ways of doing it. One way to help yourself thrive is to create a relationship to passages that shield your consciousness. In my mind, it's important to come up with a way, means of firewalling your consciousness. There's lots of ways of doing that. Asking positive questions. What are you grateful for? What are 4 areas you're grateful for? Ask yourself, how about right now? I'm grateful that you're choosing to listen to this. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful because I have a strong commitment to continuing to move towards who I want to be rather than focusing on what I don't want in the world. I'm grateful because I'm becoming more and more the person I would hope to become. And I'm grateful because I have a sense of mission. And a sense of mission is really the essence of joy. What are you grateful for? Sam, pause. Pause the video and say 4 elements out loud. Write them down. You know, put them in the comment section. That's one of the ways that you can activate a process of firewalling your consciousness. Others are memorizations of passages. Here's one. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there's hatred, let me sow love. Where there's injury, pardon. Where there's doubt, faith. Where there's despair, hope. Where there's darkness, light. Where there's sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it's in giving that we receive. It's in parting that we are pardoned. It's in dying to self that we are born to eternal life. That's the prayer of St. Francis. It speaks to my heart. How about a passage that works for you? Express one that works for you. This one is an Islamic prayer. Lord, I know not what to ask of thee. Thou only knowest what I need. Thou lovest me better than I know how to love myself. Father, give to thy child that which he himself knows not how to ask. Smite or heal, depress me or raise me up. I adore all thy purposes without knowing them. I am silent. Offer myself up in a sacrifice. I yield myself to thee. I would have no other desire than to accomplish thy will. Teach me to pray. Pray thyself in me. So pick passages that have meaning to you. Activate them. Study them. In the process of the memorization, you will get yourself out of that negative focus, that negative rhythm. A big part of changing our perspective is changing the rhythm of our thought process. This is something you can do. Pick passages that have meaning. Here's one last one. I no longer try to change outer things. They are simply a reflection. I change my inner perception, and the outer reveals the beauty so long obscured by my own attitude. I concentrate on my inner vision and find my outer view transformed. I find myself attuned to the grandeur of life in unison with the perfect order of the universe. You can do this. Pick some passages and work with them. The other element I'm working with now is also those 6 areas of highlighting. And for me this week, it's creativity. I'm going to be putting a lot of energy into putting creative energy into the world. What are you going to do? How can you make things a little bit better? You can do it. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to ask you to listen carefully. Here we go. What you focus on grows, and what you say with intensity becomes your reality. Make sure you're speaking to the world as you would choose it to be, rather than against what you would not want it to be. Thank you so much for your time. I bring my hands in the prayer position. I bow to you. Namaste, my friends. Let's go for this. You can do it.